Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Thursday, May 1st, 2025. Let me cut right to the chase on what was obviously a frustrating development for those of you who may have gotten long on Tuesday's settlement above the 288.92 formation, 288.35. They've converged pretty closely today. We obviously gapped back below it and closed below it, and there's a certain case to be made for a buy signal rejection. And so that being the case, there is quite the possibility here over the next 2 to 3 weeks that we can fall away to 216.69. And that really is the 2 to 3 week play right now. This rejection of a classic buy signal, which did occur on Tuesday with the settlement above the 288.92 area, that is in itself a valid sign of weakness, a valid sell signal. So playing the short side is a valid approach. Along those lines, I do want to bring your attention to, this is a weekly triple Q, the Nasdaq 100 ETF. Now, I do this analysis on a daily basis, as I know you're probably well aware, wickedstocks.com. And this is one of the charts we've been presenting to subscribers for a few weeks, for a month and a half, really. 9-month channel bottom at 42.32 and a 5/8 upside Fibonacci at 47.93. And so with respect to the triple Q, the Nasdaq 100, of which Tesla is a significant portion, it shows a buy signal with a settlement this week above 487.93. We're about 9 points away from that right now, so there's still plenty of, not plenty, we could actually and probably will see this area before the week is out. It's a significant pivot point, and if we close above 487.93, we have a meaningful buy signal back to the February all-time highs within 3 to 5 weeks. And under that scenario, well, let's just kind of flesh this out just a bit. Let's say we close today above 288.92. You might go long again in anticipation of continued gains as we move through May. And that would be validated, of course, with a Friday settlement above 487.93. Or you just might wait for the Nasdaq to close above 487.93 on Friday before activating a 3 to 5 week trade to the upside, anticipating 375.59. But the way I see this chart, in and of itself, the falling back, opening and closing back below the upper 280s does keep this market highly susceptible to falling away over the next 2 to 3 weeks to 216.69. So much so that I think you can trade that. And that, by the way, is consistent with what we're seeing in the triple Q. In other words, triple Q is yet to retrace all the way back up to its key resistance area. And the two are not the same market, of course, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I personally think that anybody who's trading Tesla and NVIDIA should also have daily triple Q and SPY analysis at their disposal, and you can access that at wickedstocks.com. We even provide a 5-day free trial for that, so if you wanted to jump in there just to see this critical area for the week, you can. We provide about 8 charts a day, just like you see in Tesla. So holding below, once again, the upper 280s will keep the mid 210s in reach over the next 2 to 3 weeks. And along those lines, closing today below 272.42. Now, I have that as an intraday support level only, but it is a key pivot point. It is the low of the high. That high was put out on Monday, and if we close below that low, 272.42 today, I see 254.56 probably on Friday. 254.56 is a 50% downside retracement from the extremes of the last month or so. But really, overall, once again, holding below the upper 280s will keep the 210s, mid 210s in reach. And if over the next 3 to 5 days we close below 254.56, I think you've got another full week of activity, 3 to 5 more days where 216.69 would be anticipated. This channel bottom, able to contain selling on a weekly, possibly monthly basis. We could round back up from here into the 280s again within 2 to 3 weeks, and it would be a settlement below 216.69, at least at this juncture. That would then indicate 162.87, which is the beginning of a 5-year channel support at 156.77, fully able to contain annual lows. Do I expect that lower area anymore? No, I don't. Not with what's happening here. You could make a slight case for it, but what I think is reliably the case now, closing back below 288.35, once again, 216.69 in reach over the next 2 to 3 weeks. So 2 to 3 week swing traders, can sell the upper 280s or stay short below them, anticipating 216.69. 3 to 5 day swing traders can stay short, anticipating 254.56, which is likely tomorrow if we close below 272.42. And I just want to reemphasize that after having tested the upper 280s, even closing above it, closing back below it, failed buy signal, i.e. valid sell signal, and then closing today below 272.42, that all adds up to bearish continuation, which I'm anticipating anyway now over the next 2 to 3 weeks at 216.69. Now, obviously we could quite easily, we're close to it actually, close today once again above 288.92. And is that a go with buy signal? It is on one score. But you might wait. If you're a 3 to 5 day swing trader, I'd say fine. Play the long side up to 319.02 because I think that is the scenario. But if you're holding out for a 3 to 5 week trade, you might just wait for a Nasdaq settlement tomorrow. I'm talking the triple Q, which is the Nasdaq 100 ETF, above that 487.93 5/8 Fibonacci. That would also obviously close above that former channel bottom. We settled below 5 weeks ago, setting off a meaningful sell signal. So closing above both does signal continued gains through the month of May. And I would have to think Tesla would obviously be part of that development to 375.59. So closing above 288.92, disregarding everything we just saw in the triple Q, I'm back to 3 to 5 week target at 375.59. But once again, I guess I'm not going to disregard the triple Q. I think you can keep one eye on it. If we close above 487.93, if you go long today with a settlement above 488.92, and we settle in the triple Q on Friday above 487.93, I think you're good. You just hang in there for 375.59 over the next 3 to 5 weeks. I think that pretty much rounds it out. We did put out 2 stock picks this week, DoorDash and Rubrik. Both are offering the potential for a 20% plus move to the upside if the buy signals are elicited. I have not looked at them the last day. I've been very busy with other things, but they are still in play, still valid, as were last week's, and we've got 2 more next week. So check out wickedstocks.com and take advantage of that 5-day free trial. You'll be able to see everything, including the daily triple Q and the daily SPY analysis. I think that's all I got for Thursday's Tesla. You have a great day.